So, it's time, I think, from now for me to meet the very famous Tackleberry. How are you doing?
I'm all right, and you?
Good, good. Um, I want to know, firstly, okay, where does where's AoV come from? So tell me a little bit of background about the clan.
Well, AoV, I used to be part of quite a few different teams. Always been a highly competitive player. Um, those teams never, well, they stopped being competitive. They became more social players, which is absolutely fine. But I still had that competitive edge. That's where I decided to start AoV. Um, yeah, and starting it up wasn't that difficult because I did know quite a few competitive players at the time that also wanted to be part of something like that, and that's pretty much what happened.
Okay,
And
and
that's
how
AOV
long
from
ago
there.
was that? How long ago was that?
AOV must be around 3 years now, 4 years, somewhere around there. I'm not too sure
Oh, so
actually, but it
it's been
must be
going for quite
around
a
there.
while then. That's
Yeah,
quite a good history there.
yeah.
So where does the clan name come from? Where did you pull that from?
I don't know. I think I was googling names on YouTube. I mean on Google, and I don't know. I just liked Active Valor. And that was it, and I just chose that. I actually
It's
think it
actually
was
it's a
from a
nice name.
movie. It
I
was
was
from a
just about to
movie.
say that. I was about to say
Yeah.
that because that was the first thing that popped into my head because
So the movie
yeah.
was horrible. The movie was because I actually watched the movie. It was horrible, but I liked the name, so I just stuck with that.
Okay, but now as a prerequisite, whoever comes in as a member of AOV now has to watch the movie.
No, no, I
You
wouldn't put
should.
them through that.
So how many members do you have in AOV at the moment?
Currently 26.
26. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest group you've had, or have you had a lot more players at one stage?
Yeah, I kicked about 10 players uh, around Battlefield 1,
Ah,
just
do
before the
tell.
release. They sort of understood because half of them didn't even buy PlayStation 4 or don't even play games anymore. I wish they did, but yeah, they just don't play anymore, or they don't play competitively at all. They're not interested in clan matches, and that's fine. I mean, I've got no problem with that. But then, I can't have on Battlelog a team looks like it's 40 strong, but it's not. So I said, look,
Yeah.
I'm going to kick out players, and then I actually kicked more, about 15 or 16 players.
Yeah, so I'm assuming then at Battlefield 4 that AOV was quite large.
It was, but after the first, I would say the first year of Battlefield 4 was pretty much unplayable clan match wise. Guys
Hmm.
said, I don't know what they did, but patch after patch just wasn't working. So the game only really took off competitively, I'd say, after the first year. Um, by that time, I would say 10 of AOV's members had lost like all respect for Battlefield and just stopped playing. So when it
Okay.
did come to the competitive side of it, about 2 years in, I had a lot of players short. I was mainly running vehicle squads. I didn't have as much infantry. At least a lot of them are back right now, which is awesome. And now the cherry on top there, it's the all these netcode issues that we're having right now is not helping, and a lot of guys. I mean, I haven't been online in 3 weeks because I'm not so happy at the moment about Battlefield. But
Well, let's talk about the netcode issue. What are the guys saying? What is, AOV saying about the netcode issue?
the guys aren't really complaining. They're just saying it's one round it's great, the next round it feels like you're running in mud. Actually, King Sparrow, I'll quote him on that. But um, today I started playing and I felt it immediately. There's something not right. Shooting players is not a problem. Once you shoot them, they're down. But it just feels like the gameplay is slower somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels, yeah, like I think Sparrow made
Inconsistent,
it.
I think.
Yeah, but I think Sparrow also like said it right. It feels like you're stuck in mud. It
Hmm.
doesn't feel like as fast. But then I joined the domination round now, and it felt like really fast. The movements, everything felt perfect. But when I go back to Conquest, somehow I don't know. It's like intermittent. It's not. Yeah.
So, speaking of domination,
Yeah.
I was on the Facebook page there.
Yes.
And tell me about this little rivalry that's been going on here.
I wouldn't say it's a rivalry. Rob Rydenhood and I moved in Battlefield 4. We had an AoV Xbox team. I realized that the PlayStation community was way more competitive than the Xbox guys. The Xbox guys just seem to be more social. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but
no, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to clip that, and I'm actually going to put it on Twitter for Fricky500, and let him know that. Yeah.
Who's he, like the top dog there on Xbox?
Yeah, he's from Xbox RSA. We'll just leave it at that at this point. But we all know PlayStation's better, so.
You know, you must look at it like the Call of Duty community. They move whichever console is more competitive or which is more supported. And console-wise, I mean, I come from Xbox. And console-wise, Battlefield has always been better on PlayStation. There's always been a bigger community. So if there's a bigger community, it's only obvious there's a more competitive community.
Yeah.
So it's not to say there aren't good Xbox players. I don't want anybody to, lash out at me after you've posted this and say, "Oh, only PlayStation." There's a few Xbox players converts in AoV.
Yeah.
And they're really good, So it's not saying that they're bad, but if they want to get into a more competitive environment with Battlefield, I would say move to PlayStation.
All right. So do you still have quite an active presence on Xbox?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
My son's got my Xbox.
I don't even know where my Xbox is.
Yeah, it's not connected to the net. Otherwise, he purchases stuff from my credit card, and I don't want to. He's 7, so he doesn't know what he's buying.
Oh, yeah. Well, most of the time, I don't even know what I'm buying, but that's just Steam and PlayStation. Okay, so have any of your members ever been in any esport competitions besides this 5v5 that you're talking about? Has anybody actually been like on the world stage?
The only 2 people in AoV that have done that is myself and Rob.
Together or separate?
No, different teams. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, if you want to include the world nations, well, then a lot of AoV guys have been involved, but team-wise, just myself and Rob have played competitively, and it was mainly against European guys. I played for an American team as well.
Okay, what team was that?
MFH, Murderers for Hire.
I know that clan, actually.
Yeah, Soul Reavers. Yeah.
I know that clan, yes.
Yes,
wow.
Very strong. I don't know if they're still strong, but Soul Reaver chats to me from time to time on WhatsApp, but we are so far apart in time because he's in California.
Yeah. I have seen him around, but I don't know if Murder for Hire is still around. I must be honest.
Well, there's a lot of guys still in the platoon, but it's not really active at the moment. But at one stage, wow, we played, what was that? Frag Nation.
Frag Nation, yes.
We obliterated everybody. Like, it wasn't even it was crazy. I think our toughest match was maybe against a team, I can't even remember their name. It was another US team that we played. But, Murderers for Hire. No, core. No hardcore. No, hardcore.
That's disappointing.
Hardcore's cool.
That is disappointing.
Hardcore's cool, but it promotes too much camping. When it's so easy to kill people from any distance, it promotes camping.
See, in my experience now, playing in a hardcore team, it actually is the opposite when you're playing as a competitive team.
Yeah, when you're playing competitively, yes. But, like, if you jump into pubs and just mess around, there's like 32 versus 32, and there's like 30 snipers and 2 guys that are trying to cap flags.
And your own teammates running you over in tanks. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to touch on a little bit of a controversial issue here.
Yes.
Okay. And I know there's a lot of talk in the community about the AoV players using a mouse and keyboard. So what
I
are
don't
your
know why.
thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know who said that we use mouse and keyboard, first of all, because we're normally the ones that are looking for people that are using it. No, look here, nobody uses mouse and keyboard. You know, I don't know if you could speak to other people how much I try and find people that are using mouse and keyboard. It's like I like hunt those people down, and
Oh,
I
so
try everything.
you're on a witch hunt for it.
I can't stand it. Like I really can't. I can't stand it at all. I mean, I've got a really good gaming PC, and I still game on it with an Xbox control. So
Yeah, I must admit, I'm finding it difficult going because I've got armor on my PC, and I'm really finding it difficult not using a controller.
yeah, I mean, the only games I can enjoy on PC with a mouse and keyboard is StarCraft, and that's it. I love StarCraft. I play StarCraft quite often, but there's just something about using a mouse and keyboard in a first-person shooter which I feel it's like I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I can't aim. I don't know. I just can't do it. I don't know why I can't, but I try. But yeah, I know, to put that subject to rest, I mean,
Okay, so
look, it
for the
will
rest of the
happen.
community now, there
Yeah.
as of Tackleberry's knowledge, no one in AoV uses a mouse and keyboard.
Yes, and the thing is, like, I really want things like lands to become something with Battlefield, because that's when you'll see it. Like, that's when whoever uses mouse and keyboard, the online heroes won't shine there. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I want. I think it's a possibility now with local servers. Um, we just need obviously the renter server program, and then we should be good to go. And then get a couple of hosts, which shouldn't be difficult. And then we'll see. Because once there's lands, then it doesn't matter what you got there. You got to play the controller.
Okay, so let's talk about you as a gamer now a little bit.
Yeah.
We noticed you right around all the time. Obviously, hate seeing your name come up on my screen as killed by. But
Lucky shot.
but lucky. Sure. But one thing about you is that I have noticed is firstly Hell Regal, and then secondly your teabagging.
I don't teabag. No, you got the wrong person. No, seriously, you must have the wrong person. I promise you, you can. I tune the AoV players shit when they teabag. I like, why are you teabagging that guy? I might have done it as a joke or something, but it's not something I do like teabaggers do. Like I don't. I would have done it if someone teabagged me, I might have teabagged them back. But I don't do that. Like I really don't. Did I do it to you? Is that why you're asking?
Possibly, yes. But look, it comes with the territory at the moment. Everyone who even looks at my tags funny, I get teabagged. So it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. Don't worry about
But
it.
it seems to be a trend with the AoV players as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of other players, I believe there was an incident lately of somebody using either very close to your gamer tag or a variation of your gamer tag.
I don't know who it is, but it's Tackleberry21, but it's a lowercase l, so it looks like a 21. And I was in the game, and I checked the scoreboard at the end of the round, and I was like, what? Like, I'm seeing two of my names, and I don't know how. And then, yeah, I looked up the name, and I realized it was an owl. So I don't know who it is, but yeah.
That can't be a great experience. I mean, to know that somebody is running around with what looks like your gamer tag and possibly teabagging people.
But that's why, like, when it happened, I warned all the leaders in the Battlefield 1 WhatsApp group. Immediately, I warned everybody. I'm saying, like, if you get any info or someone writes you a message from this, please know it's not me. You will notice that instead of the 21, it's a 2L in lowercase. So yeah, as soon as I saw it, I didn't even tell AoV first. I first went to because usually when someone's doing that, they're trolling you. So I don't know what they're up to, but yeah,
I mean, specifically why the 21 at the end if it's not specifically to look like you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you mentioned that your son's got the Xbox. Now, are we looking at a new generation coming up, or is this something he likes to do as well?
Yeah, I mean, which kid doesn't like to play games? But I don't want him to play his games as much as I do. When he's older, he can do that. But now he must play soccer. He must play cricket. He must play sports. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's all he must do now. He can play a bit of games, but yeah, don't play.
Guys saying that gaming is not a sport. I'm so
No,
offended.
you know, he needs to be active. That's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to physically be active. When he's bigger, he can make his own decisions. But I just want him to play. I just want him to play soccer, athletics, swimming, all that stuff. That's all I want him to do.
Have you got any hobbies like that? Have you got anything outside of gaming that you do?
Well, I used to, but I hung the boots up. I'm retired now.
All right.
I work with my hands
enough.
now and my mind. That's what I do now.
Fair enough, fair enough. And your family and that, how do they feel about your gaming?
Well, the thing is, I only game when everybody goes to bed. I don't game really when anybody's awake. Maybe if it's weekends, I might. So it doesn't really interfere with anybody. But they'll come in and go, Dad, let's go do something. Dad, no, switch off. So then, yeah, it is what it is. They rule the house.
I assume you have more than just your son.
I've got 3 children.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, 1 girl and 2 boys.
Oh, and are you going to let your daughter game? This is a personal question.
She actually came to me the other day. She just turned 10, and she came to me the other day, and she's like, Dad, I'd like to be a YouTuber. Can you get me a really nice PC?
Oh.
I'm like, you're 10. What do you know about YouTubing? Like, no. So she's got this iPad, and I have to like put on set times and stuff, because if I don't, she will be on that thing day and night, non-stop, just watching YouTubers.
Well, she sounds like she knows where the interest is.
She likes watching people reviewing games and movies, and
I hope she is a subscriber to BattleBros.
I don't even know. She doesn't have a a YouTube account.
YouTube? Oh, okay.
Account. No.
As long as she watches our videos, it's okay. All right. Now, okay, back to just a few more questions about the clan. Are you guys recruiting at the moment? Are you still looking for new players?
Look, I don't need players, but if a good player comes around and he really wants to be in the team and our players get on with him, I'm open to it.
What do you constitute as a good player?
A team player, objective player.
Okay.
Someone who understands objectives. Yeah, like it's easy to kill. That's just. I mean, it's easy to shoot someone, but if you position yourself right, you just shoot, you kill more, and that's simple as that.
Yeah.
Now, I don't care if you die 50 times. I mean, that's not really the issue. If you stop the enemy from getting the flag, that's all I really care about.
Good. Yeah. And in your team now, who's your MVP?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's so tough because we have really strong vehicle players and we have really strong infantry players.
So there's no one that stands out as being really strong in both for you?
I would say the best player in AoV. Oh man, it's so difficult.
But don't worry, I'm just asking you to choose between your children here, that's all.
Yeah, but it feels like it, man. Look, you've seen that there's more infantry-based modes. I would have to say the best player in AoV is Dylan B.
Sorry, who did you say that was?
Dylan B. Dylan B 777.
Is that... Yeah. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I've seen his name come up a lot.
Yeah.
A lot on my screen. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just that he caps flags like nobody I've ever seen. I don't know how he gets.
Everywhere.
He's everywhere immediately. Like, he talks a lot in the party chats and stuff, but you can see, you know he's concentrating, and you know he's very objective based. Like he's probably the most objective based player. And I think that's why, like, if you see the leaderboards, he's always on top. Like, 95% of the time he's on top. And, but that's because objectives. And apart from the fact that he kills almost everything he sees, but, yeah, I'd have to say he's probably the best player in South Africa, if I had to choose. I mean, I'm not trying to be biased because he's in AoV, but I would say he's the best player in the country. Definitely, actually.
Okay. And now, again, when you're looking at people and you're looking at people coming into AoV, because this is primarily sort of what we're looking at the moment, you know, is KD a huge factor? Because there's a lot
No,
of,
it's a benefit.
we've
I mean,
got
it's
a
just
lot
an
of,
add-on.
yeah, there's a lot in the community against, you know, guys having this massive KD, and you know, is it that important for you
No,
as a
well,
squad
first of all,
leader,
when you
as a team leader?
when you see someone with a high KD, first of all, you've got to see what does he actually do. If he's a vehicle player with a high KD, it's a given. He should have a high KD. He's in a vehicle.
Yeah.
But if an infantry player, I mean, it's so difficult to say, man, because you get guys that have got like 2,000, 1,500, 2,000 score per minute, and they've got like a 1.2, 1.3 KD. That tells you these guys are objective based and they're going for the objective, which is pretty much the point of the game. You know, killing is also a part of it, but to win, holding flags gets you the tickets faster than killing does. So I don't know, man. I mean, obviously it's great to have a big KD, but it's not everything, I guess.
Yeah.
I would first look at what does the player use, what class do they play, and then by there you can judge if, okay, your KD's all right, your KD's maybe a bit low. I think the most important thing to look at in any player is score per minute. That, for me, has always been the... But with all the double XPs and boosts, you know, it inflates guys' score per minute a bit. So you don't know if it's really as high as...
So you could say that also the level also doesn't really make a difference to you that much, you know, with the amount of time they're putting in, the grind that they're putting in.
The rank? No, well, some guys can't. Some guys have, like, jobs, I don't know, 1 week late shift, 1 week day shift. You know, some people have responsibility, so they can't always play. It doesn't necessarily make them a bad player. But that's also why I think you should have maybe just a bit more than what's required for the tournament, so that you can rotate the players that can't make it that week.
That's not a bad idea. Just to finish off with, you know, as AoV, are there any clans that you have a particular rivalry to? Like, not an unfriendly rivalry, but like, you know, ones that you will specifically go into that server to play against them just because they're a good players?
No, not really. As long as it's like local teams playing, then we'll be there. Like we have no... I wouldn't even call it a rivalry, but we just want to play matches. I mean, that's all we really want to do. If we see like a whole bunch of whatever MDK players in a server, we will join, because okay, great, we get to play against quite a few guys who are working together, so it's going to be tougher. You know, so it's easy going into a server with 32 randoms on the other team. You end the game 60-0 with 25,000 points, like, because none of them are communicating, none of them are working together. But when you see a whole bunch of clans in the opposite team, that's when it gets interesting. You know, that's pretty cool. But I mean, I don't consider there being any sort of like weird sort of rivalry between the local teams and AoV. I mean, enjoy playing against them. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are not as happy to see AoV on the opposite team.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those things where it's like, crap. Especially when it's a whole team.
How do you get stronger? It's by playing stronger players.
Of course.
Yeah.
But when you're pubbing on your own, it's a bit daunting, I'm not going to lie.
Switch teams, man.
All
Yeah.
right, right. Well, thank you for the chat. I think it's been a good one. Is there anything that you want to say in closing? I mean, any thoughts that you have on the community, on Battlefield 1 as it is, the DLCs, anything like that?
No, not really.
Are you
No,
guys
no,
still
that's
keen? I mean,
usually.
is Battlefield 1 really
Of
still...
course we can. Of course we can. I mean, if we could go now, we play. I mean, yeah, no, the guys are keen. But in saying that, I don't know how much longer it's going to last for if they don't give us that ranked server. You know, if we can't play competitively here in South Africa, I mean, AoV is going to play other games. I can't blame the guys if they do. But like, I've been a bit upset. I've been playing Assassin's Creed. I've been catching up all the Assassin's Creed for the past 3 weeks because
Good man.
we can't. Yeah, no, Assassin's Creed's amazing.
Awesome.
I love that. But yeah, no, if we don't get rent to server RSP soon, the game might as well. Nobody's going to really play. The clan wise, I think people will just play here and there once a week, whatever, for fun. But yeah, it won't last. It won't last at all.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. And yeah, definitely will be swapping sides to play with you guys this time. Next time I'm on the server. So if you see me hop into your squad now, you'll know why.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Thanks, eh? Have a good evening.
Thanks, cheers, man.
Bye.
Ciao, bye.
Behind every gun sight is a human being. We are those people.
Promise me that you'll get me back in one piece. Okay, I promise.
Come on! You may find you're out there all alone. You know that. You can never stop the progress of machines!